And welcome everybody to our Thursday edition of On the Town. We are again at Lefty's, and my guests are Mardie Caldwell and Melisa Mistler, both deeply involved with the Tapestry organization and also the M3 Mall Queen pageants that have been going on, and we've been talking to a lot of young and older ladies about their involvement. So first of all, Melisa, good to see you.
Thank you so much for having us back, John. Really appreciate it. And lunch was fabulous.
Yeah, the ahi salad and got seaweed all over it too. Looks great. And Mardie Caldwell. Mardie owns the Foothills Event Center and also a member of Tapestry and a cancer survivor. We're going to get into that in the second half of our show. So if you know anybody out there that's a cancer survivor, call them, tell them to tune in to KNCO. Because right now, because we want plenty of cancer survivors to show up on June 4th for the Relay for Life, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. Okay, so you're the kind of the instigator of these pageant things. What the heck was going on in your mind when you decided to do this?
Well, I don't know whatever is going on in my mind at any time, but with the pageant system, really about community service. And so as you've been meeting each of the contestants that range from ages 3 to 103, we're finding out where their heart is for serving. One of the things that we do with the pageant as well is honor our role models and our Mother of the Year. And so how that ties into Mardie Caldwell, owner of the Foothills Event Center, our last pageant, which was just a few months ago, was held at the Foothills Event Center, and it was just beautiful. It's such an amazing facility. We were truly blessed that we could be there, and Mardie's been a sponsor of some of our contestants and has just been a great support to the community. And previous to actually hosting the event at the Foothills Event Center, Mardie Caldwell won the award of Nevada County's Role Model of the Year. So she was presented on stage with a beautiful trophy, and so really just love working with her. And I'd love to hear what it was like for her to win the Role Model of the Year.
A lot to live up to, Mardie. Congratulations.
A lot to live up to. It was a surprise. It was a great honor, and it's something that I really have a passion for, is to help other women, young women, as a role model, and help them really develop their life and what their mission is and what their passions are in life, and go for it, not be afraid. And so to me, that was really something that was important when that award came through. But yes, it did make me step up a little bit more and really think about what I can do to help others and give back, because I believe all of us can do that. And we all have gifts on our own ways. Many of us don't recognize them. Other people have to point them out. But I really feel that if we can use those and give back to us, then we're really making a difference in the life of so many people.
So not only do you have the Foothill Events Center, but you also have an adoption program right upstairs in the same building. Share that with us.
Our adoption program is a nationwide adoption program helping women that are considering adoption for their children, whether they're newborn or older children, find forever homes. And we facilitate anywhere from 6 to 10 adoptions a month, which is really amazing nationwide. And we employ quite a few employees also, 30 to 35 employees, and then in our 3 offices, we have 1 office in Florida, 1 in Yuba City. So about 40-some people altogether when we include the men and the team that helps with the facilities too, outdoors, indoors. And it's really rewarding work. Again, helping people is my passion, and that's one area. So we have each couple coming today with their baby coming to visit, which is really wonderful to see those little ones too. But it's a rewarding career, and I enjoy doing it. I've been doing it for 30 years. We're celebrating a 30-year in business now this year, yeah.
So how many children have you placed over that 30 years?
Gosh, there's thousands, thousands and thousands of them, and we get pictures and photographs back from them, and they're graduating from high school and they're getting married now in that period of time, and it makes me feel old, but it is exciting. And we do have some sibling groups, since we have some twins and newborn children, and just to see the families bloom. And these kids, we really want to avoid foster care. We want to be able to get the kids into permanent loving homes, and their birth moms make the choices of where the children are going to go. And we also work with children that have been removed from the home, and they want the parents, before they lose their rights, can actually choose the family and avoid that foster care, so they can still stay in contact and have open adoption with letters and photographs and know they've made the right decision, which is really important. Yeah.
Well, Well, good for you, and so you certainly deserve that award. So, yeah, absolutely.
Our judges are awesome. They picked the absolute right person, and we were really blessed. The previous year's recipient was Jennifer Litton, and she was there and presented the trophy to Mardie for this year. So next November, Mardie will be presenting to our next one. So really excited about just all that's happening through the M3 pageant system. And with Mardie mentioning about her nonprofit, really excited that that is also our featured nonprofit for the upcoming June 14th Tapestry event. The MC for the event is Stephanie Sherwood, and she is the founder and CEO of the nationwide Tapestry Network. So she'll be here at the Foothills Event Center. And then our featured speaker is the Reno director, Crystal Riley. So she'll be here as the guest speaker. We'll be at the Foothills Event Center, and we're going to be raising funds for lifetime adoption. So all coming together, just really great, yeah.
Nice, neat bow. Okay, for someone listening out there who doesn't know what the heck you were talking about with Tapestry Network, give us a quick. I know, but you never know. So we just want to be clear that everybody who's listening is sure of what's going on. So what is the Tapestry Network?
The Tapestry Network is a Christian businesswomen's organization that focuses on collaborating for each other's businesses while raising funds and awareness for local nonprofits. So any woman who's either an employee, self-employed, maybe even retired, that wants to get connected into an organization where women are going to support you through life, business, and, you know, it's all combined, and then go out and serve the community together. So while this month for June, our in is our gathering, which is at the Foothills Event Center, bringing up lifetime adoption. Our out is the Relay for Life. The Tapestry Network will have a team out there on June 4th. So we look at doing something in at a facility, a dinner, the second Tuesday of every month, and then we go out in the community and do something else. So the Tapestry Network in Nevada County is just about 4 years old, and within their first 24 months as an organization, they raised $26,000 for local nonprofits. So not only are we trying to work together more, I mean, like one of the things, the Foothills Event Center is the most beautiful facility in the county, and not every event can I afford the Foothills Event Center, but every time I'm doing something, Mardie, as a fellow Tapestry member, is making sure we can just make it happen. And so there's just a sisterhood with the Tapestry members that we really do want to network. I mean, we talked about Angie Bust of What's Up Coffee. That is where I'm getting my coffee now. No longer am I going to some of these other chains because Angie's a Tapestry member. I mean, we are trying to connect and promote each other's businesses while doing something good in the community. So it's beautiful. And we have brick and mortar like Terry Rutan from A to Z Hardware Supply. She's one of the Tapestry members. She doesn't own A to Z. She's an employee, but she's been with us all 4 years. And for Relay, she is the first person in Nevada County to raise her $100. So it's just fun working together, and we really recognize the cross workings. We call them tapestry transactions. And so Mardie bought some makeup from me. I booked a event, my high school reunion at her facility, so that went up on Facebook that we completed a transaction. Yay. You know, so working that way. It's just a lot of fun.
So any woman listening that might want to get involved, how do they do it?
They can come to the Foothills Event Center on June 14th at 5 o'clock for informal networking, and the program will start at 5:30.
All right. My guests are Melisa Mistler and Mardie Caldwell, both Tapestry members, and we're talking about Tapestry and the good that it does in our community, and we're going to switch topics here real quick after this commercial break to Relay for Life. So just a reminder, if you know any cancer survivors, we're putting out a big call for cancer survivors to be part of that event on June 4th, and we're going to get into the details after this break, so please stay tuned for KNCO News Talk 830 from Lefties in beautiful Denver. We'll get there eventually. Mardie Caldwell and Melisa Mistler are my two guests. We're going to talk about Relay for Life now coming up on June 4th, and I'm going to turn to you real quickly, Melisa, because you took this thing on full bore because it had sort of dwindled, and the interest in Nevada County had dwindled. It was a big deal for many years. Sue Hudson was the first female chairperson for this event when she was working for KNCO way back in the day. And what motivated you to jump on this one?
Well, I've been part of a relay somewhere for over 15 years, different communities, and then was part of relay when it was active here in Nevada County and had a team with Tapestry. I've lost both of my grandmothers to cancer. A very good friend of my mother's, Mary Gallagher, also passed away. And then most recently, one of my closest friends, Wendy Lehman, passed away from cancer. And so cancer just it hits all of us, and we need to do more. And I love the fact that with Relay, you are raising money. Nevada County has already raised $10,000, and the event hasn't even started yet. So I'm excited about that, but it really is more about the event and getting connected with other survivors, getting connected with other people who are currently in the battle. And it's just an amazing opportunity. And so for our community not to have that, it would just be lacking something. And so I just couldn't see us not having something so impactful. You know, we need to do it. And so let's rally the forces. Who do I know that is an amazing speaker? Who do I know that are volunteers and have just really been reaching out to do whatever it takes, and that includes bringing flamingos to the outskirts of Nevada County.
We won't get into that. Okay. So, Mardie, I was somewhere when you were on with, I believe with Melisa when we first kicked this thing off a few months back, and I understood. I listened to it on iHeart. I was in Sacramento, and you have a very compelling story because you were diagnosed with brain cancer 5 years ago. And what was that like?
It was pretty devastating to find out you have a tumor, something that you really don't want to have in your brain, and you can't just go and take it out. And it was a wait and see what happens type of situation and where it was located, and ended up going to Stanford and UCSF and different neurologists to work with it. And it was really devastating because you don't know where you're going the first time you hear that. A family doesn't know whether you're going to survive. No one knows how to really. It was really interesting. Didn't know what to say, and that's very common too. And then a lot of isolation, and that's why I want to share today is that I've gone through radiation, and so we're waiting to actually hear now. Just went through MRI just a few days ago, and waiting to hear the results of that and how that went too. So still going through some of that to find out what the outcome is, but I'm feeling very positive about it, and that's one thing. I think your mental attitude is really important, but you need other people to help you with that, because I find that a lot of people too that are facing similar situations isolate themselves, and isolation is really difficult, and that's why Relay for Life coming up on June 4th is important, because I'm sure everyone listening right now knows somebody or themselves that have been touched by cancer. And situations like this that could come out. They may have a friend that they can go ahead and pick up and bring. They don't have to share your story. It's just being present, being around the people, feeling the energy of everybody else, and knowing that you're doing something that's going to actually help really can lift one's spirits. And they're going to have a great breakfast at 9 o'clock. I'm speaking at 10 o'clock. I'd love to meet anybody, shake their hand, give them a hug. And again, you don't have to go into great detail, but just being there, I think, is important, and being around other people, too, breaks that isolation. And the people that have been caretakers, too, extremely important, and people that also have memory and come out in memory of somebody. I believe in what you give comes back to you, and I think that the law of reciprocity is really important. And so this small act of one day out of the whole year that you can come out to see our college. We're going to be by the pond, and take a lap or two or more. And if you can't do that for some reason, then to be there and be a cheerleader type thing. And it's for men and women, for children, to really give your support during that period of time. But I really believe the people that have been involved in this in the past have seen extra blessings in their life. And I really would like to have that for people listening right now, to really think hard of who they know that has been touched by cancer, that could use some help, that could use this day, this special day, and that maybe you can give them a ride and just let them know that you're there. Again, sharing what they want to share, but nothing more. I think also the being involved in Relay for Life is giving hope, love, encouragement to those that need it most, and you're giving from the heart. The main thing is you're not alone. That's what I like to share with people. You're not alone. You may feel that, And at times it's frustrating, and doing research online, you can read some really strange things. And so, again, it's getting around people that have been there before and been through what you've been through and felt the things that you felt. And if nothing else, just listening. I think that's important. I think that using something for your experience, and I believe in turning lemons into lemonade. That means when I have something that goes on in my life that could be negative or positive, how can I turn this around and help other people with this? And so, this is what I've done with the brain tumor, too, is to think, okay, what can I do that will help other people? What can I learn from this? And how can I turn this to a positive to help other people? And I know when I went for my radiation at UCSF, on my Facebook page, with this big frame on my head, they had screwed it into my skull. And I told my husband at the time, I said, pull the camera out. And I said, I'm going to do a PSA right now and talk about this. And I've got oodles. I can't believe the amount of people that responded to that. And so many of those people actually had symptoms like I did. I shared my symptoms and had gone to their doctor, neurologist. There were a number of people with the same type of tumor that had not been back to the doctor or were scheduled to go. So anyway, I think it's really important that people connect with other people, and this is one way to do it, Relay for Life. And I'd love to see more people out there and hear that you've heard this and that you're there, and I'll give you a big hug.
That's worth the price of admission right there. A hug from Mardie Caldwell, and probably one from Melisa Mistler as well. Well, thank you guys so much, and sincerely, if you know anybody who needs a hug, has recently been diagnosed, it's a great place to come and network and talk to people who've been there and done that. And so thanks to Lefties for taking good care of us. Thank you, ladies, for taking time out of your day. You're all very busy, so thanks again. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.